Hello students, welcome to my channel Get the Math. This is Savita Pawar. Today we are going to see the introduction of lesson 6 part 2. Lesson 6 or the name of the lesson is squares and square roots. Okay. Till point 7 properties of the square and square roots I have explained in introduction part 1. So from point 8 we are going to see in this part 2. This is point 8 is finding more square patterns in square numbers. So these are some of the square patterns. We can, if you want to do the square of such patterns, it is easy for us to write it. So suppose 1 square is 1, 11 square, number of ones is increased, so it becomes 1 to 1. Then 1, 1, 1 square, it becomes 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. So how many number of 1 you have written, so that much counting numbers you have to write it here. Suppose 8 ones are written, so you have to write counting numbers up to 8 and then write the numbers in an inverse pattern. Okay, so this is one type of pattern. Second type is, suppose 7 square is 49, so 67 square is 4489, 667 square is 444,889. So how many times 6 is repeating here? That one more you have to write the 4 here, and the same times you have to write 8. Means if 2 times 6 you are writing, you have to write 2 times 8, but 3 times 4 and 1 time 9, like that. So you can remember this way of writing. Then the third pattern is, if adding 0 in between, writing 0 in between. Suppose 11 square is 121. 101 square is 10201, then 1001 square is 1002001. The number of zeros go on increasing in between the 1, so that much 0 you have to apply here. Suppose there are 6 zeros in between the 2 ones, then you have to write 6 0, that is 1, 6 0, 2, again 6 0 and 1. So these are some of the patterns you can remember, and you can write easily the square of such numbers. Point 9 is, the property is finding the square of a number by using the formula a plus b the whole square. Expansion for this is a square plus 2ab plus b square. A is the first term and b is the second term. So for example, if 23 square is given, you want to find the square of 23, then you need not to multiply it 23 into 23, but can apply this formula and solve it easily. So for this you have to write 20, means 2 is in the tens place, so 20 and plus 3, that gives you 23. Split the number like this and the whole square. So this first number is a and the second number is b here. So according to formula, substitute the values, that is 20 square plus 2ab, so 2 into 20 into 3 plus 3 square, that is b square. Write the squares of the numbers and multiply the middle term and then add all the numbers, you get the answer. So that is 23 square is 529. 10th point is, that is 10th property is Pythagorean triplet. Pythagorean triplet means it is mostly applied for right angle triangle, that is called as the Pythagorean triplet. That is hypotenuse square equal to side 1 square plus side 2 square. Always the hypotenuse is the bigger side, and it can be found by adding the square of these two numbers, you get the hypotenuse square. Okay, similarly for any natural number m is greater than 1 forms a Pythagorean triplet. So any natural number can be used here. So substituting value of m in these three equations, you can get the Pythagorean triplet. Then if suppose in this one m is 3 here, so you can put m equal to 3, so you get 2 3s are 6, then 3 square, so 3 square is 9, 9 minus 1 is 8, okay, and 3 square is 9, 9 plus 1 is 10. So you get 6, 8 and 10. So 6, 8 and 10 are the Pythagorean triplet. Okay, the next topic is square roots. Now till now you have seen the square of the number, that is multiplying the same number twice was called as the square of that number. Now you have to write the root. So inverse of square is square roots. So for example, 2 square means 4. So under root of 4, or this is also called as the square root of 4 equal to 2. Similarly, 9 square is 81. So under root of 81 equal to 9. Minus 5 square is 25. Under root of 25 is 5 or minus 5. So the square can be of any number, either positive or negative. So while writing the root, so it can be also the root of any number, that is 5 plus 5 or minus 5, positive number or negative number. So first property for finding the square is finding square root through repeated subtraction, that is subtract the odd natural number starting from 1. So if you want to find the square root of any number like 16 here, square root of 16 we want to find. So we have to go on subtracting the odd numbers one after the other. So starting from 1. So that is 16. Question is given 16. So 16 minus 1 gives 15. Second odd number is 3. So 15 minus 3 is 12. Third is 5. So 12. This 12 minus 5 equal to 7. Then the fourth one is 7 after 5. Then 7 minus 7 gives 0. So when 0 comes, that step, so count those steps total, that will be the answer for the particular number for which we want to find the square root. That is under root of 16 means we got 4 steps to get the 0 as the answer, 0 as the remainder. So 4 steps means 4 is the answer. That is number of steps equal to square root of that given number. So that was property 1. Second property is finding square roots through prime factorization number. Factorization means you have to split the number, go on splitting, and prime numbers means what? Prime numbers are those numbers which do not come as a multiple of any number. That is called as the prime number. Like 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13. All these are prime numbers. Okay. So we have to do the factorization by these prime numbers only. So it is called as the prime factorization. So for example, under root of 324, square root of 324 equal to, so last digit you can see it is even number 4, so you can divide it by 2 here. 2 ones are 2. You have to do everything in mind, the subtraction process like you do in the division. So 2 ones are 2, 3 minus 2 is 1, 1 and 2 is 12. So 2 6 are 12, 0 0, then 4, 2 2s are 4, then 2 8s are 16, 2 1s are 2, 3 27s are, 3 9s are, 3 3s are, and 3 1s are. Now here you can see all the numbers can be paired twice. They are in pairs. Okay. So under root of 324 equal to square root of 2 square into 3 square into 3 square. Now in this process here the square root symbol and the square symbol get cancelled. So the remaining is 2 into 3 into 3. That gives 18. So answer of under root of 324 is 18. And since all the numbers come in pair here, so 324 is a perfect square of 18. Okay. For example, the second pattern is 890. If you take the number 90 here and do its prime factorization, you can see here only 3 is in pair, but 2 and 5 are not in pair. They are single numbers here. They have not formed pair here. See, 2 square into 3 into 5. Sorry, this is 3 square into 2 into 5. This is 3 square into 2 into 5. Okay. So if we see this 3 square into 2 into 5, 2 and 5 are not in pair, so 90 is not a perfect square number. Then the next thing is third point is finding square root by division method, or this is also called as long division method. So this is a particular pattern and very important pattern to find the square root by long division method. Square root of 1296, for example. So if you want to find the square root of 1296, write this pattern of division and then write the number here 1296. Now from the right hand side, make the pair, this one and this one, like this. You have to take two numbers at a time and mark it from the right hand side. Okay. So now in this one we have to use only the square tables. That is 1 1s are 1, 2 2s are 2, 3 3s are 2 2s are 4, 3 3s are 9, 4 4s are 16 and so on. We cannot use like 2 5s are 10 or 4 3s are 12. Such numbers we cannot use. Only we have to use the square multiples. Okay. So this is 12. First number is 12. The number near to 12 according to the square tables is 3 3s are 9, because 4 4s are 16. It becomes greater. So 3 3s are 9 you have to take. So you have to write 3 times here. 3 3s are 9. Subtract 9 from 12. You get 3 here remainder. And then 96. Bring 96 together down. So it becomes 396. Okay. And now add this 3 again to itself and it becomes 6. See the color, you can see how many times I have written 3 here. Then the total becomes 6. Now along with this 6 you have to multiply such number here that you get the answer near to this number or equal to this number. So in this question we can multiply it by 6 here. So 66 6 it becomes 396 and the quotient is also 6. So 3 times you have to write 6, 6 and 6 here. And the remainder becomes now 0, and if you add 6 here you get the 72. So your answer is 36. So under root of 1296 is 36. Suppose for example, if there is a 3-digit number, you want to find the square root of a 3-digit number. Like for example 625, you want to find the square root of 625. Then how can we do it? That is 625. Now pair the number from the right hand side. Okay. Now 6 alone is remain, let it be. Now 6 comes in the square table. So 1 1s are 1, 2 2s are 4, 3 3s are 9. It becomes greater than 6. So you have to take 2 2s are 4. Okay. Then subtract this. It becomes 2. Then 25 will come down together. This is 225 now. Now add the 2 again here. You get 4. Now last term is 5. So 5 can come in 5 table only. So this becomes 5s, 45 5s. So that becomes 225 minus 0. And if you add this one, you get 50. So the answer is, this is the quotient, that is the answer. So under root of 625 is 25. So this way you have to solve it. If the division given is in decimal form, that is example square root of 17.64. So similarly make the pairs from the back side, that is right hand side, and solve it. Now this is 17. So 4 4s are, that is 4 4s are 16. Subtract, you get 1. Then bring 64 down. Before that shift the point to the quotient. Okay. Then add again 4, you get 8 here. Then multiply with such number that should be same up and down, that you get 164 or near to it. So 82 2s are, it becomes 164. So after subtraction you get minus, and the answer is here 4.2. So under root of 17.64 is 4.2. Fourth property is by estimating square roots. That is, if a number is given but it is not a perfect square, so we have to find out it comes near to which number, square of which number. So approximately we have to write the answer here. So suppose 250 is taken. So if we take 250 means it comes between 100 and 400. So 100 means 10 square and 400 means 20 square. Yet it is not very close to them. So let us take 15 and 16 number instead of 10 and 20. So 15 square is 225, 16 square is 256. Now you can see 250 is quite near to 256 rather than 225. Okay, so the square root of 250 is approximately 16. It is quite near. The difference between these two is only 6 here, and the difference between these two is 25. So these two numbers are close to each other. So under root of 250 is approximately, the word approximately you have to write, approximately 16. So, okay, so this was all about introduction of lesson 6 square and square root part 2. That's all for now. If you have any query, you can comment me in the comment box. Do like, share and subscribe my channel, Get the Math.